Wedding anniversaries celebrate the triumphant years and remind the couple of their blessings. If your friends or relatives are celebrating their wedding anniversary, congratulate the spouses for their togetherness. Bless them with heartfelt wedding anniversary wishes. Recall the beautiful memories of their wedding day to remind them of their deep love that keeps them going strong year after year. A happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short. André Maurois. Two human loves make one divine. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Khalil Gibran. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the wedding cup. Whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. Ogden Nash. Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife. Franz Schubert. Sensual pleasures have the fleeting brilliance of a comet, a happy marriage has the tranquility of a lovely sunset. Ann Landers. To get the full value of joy you must have someone to divide it with. Mark Twain. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Rita Rudner. The secret of a happy marriage is finding the right person. You know they're right if you love to be with them all the time. Julia Child. Marriage is like watching the color of leaves in the fall, ever changing and more stunningly beautiful with each passing day. Fawn Weaver. The highest happiness on earth is marriage. William Leon Phelps. Marriage is a risk, I think it's a great and glorious risk. As long as you embark on the adventure in the same spirit. Kate Blanchett. A good marriage is one where each partner secretly suspects they got the better deal. Unknown. To be fully seen by somebody, then, and be loved anyhow. This is a human offering that can border on miraculous. Elizabeth Gilbert. Marriage is like a graph, it has its ups and downs, and as long as things bounce back up again, you've got a good marriage. If it heads straight down, then you've got some problems. Julie Andrews. We have a couple of rules in our relationship. The first rule is that I make her feel like she's getting everything. The second rule is that I actually do let her have her way in everything. And so far, it's working. Justin Timberlake. I got gaps, you got gaps, we fill each other's gaps. Love is absolute loyalty. People fade. Looks fade. But loyalty never fades. You can depend so much on certain people, you can set your watch by them. And that's love. Even if it doesn't seem very exciting. Sylvester Stallone. A simple I love you means more than money. Frank Sinatra. When you end up happily married, even the failed relationships have worked beautifully to get you there. Julia Roberts. There's no bad consequence to loving fully. With all your heart. You always gain by giving love. It's like that beautiful Shakespeare quote from Romeo and Juliet. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. Reese Witherspoon. A happy marriage is the union of two good forgivers. Ruth Bell Graham. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you directly without problems or pride. I love you like this because I don't know any other way to love. Except in this form in which I am not nor are you. So close that your hand upon my chest is mine. So close that your eyes close with my dreams. Pablo Neruda. Some people ask the secret of our long marriage. We take time to go to a restaurant 2 times a week. A little candlelight dinner, soft music, and dancing. She goes Tuesdays. I go Fridays. Henny Youngman. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. Maya Angelou. Love is a friendship set to music. Joseph Campbell. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times. Always with the same person. Mignon McLaughlin. If I had a flower for every time thought of you, I could walk through my garden forever. Alfred. Lord Tennyson. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Lao Tzu. Every heart sings a song. Incomplete. Until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. Plato. Look. You want to know what marriage is really like? Fine. You wake up. She's there. You come back from work. She's there. You fall asleep. She's there. You eat dinner. She's there. You know. I mean. I know that sounds like a bad thing. But it's not. Ray Romano as Ray Barone on Everybody Loves Raymond. There is no more lovely, friendly, and charming relationship, communion or company than a good marriage. Martin Luther. A great marriage is not when the perfect couple comes together. It is when an imperfect couple learns to enjoy their differences. Dave Moorer. When a marriage works, nothing on earth can take its place. Helen Gahagan Douglas. This is what marriage really means. Helping one another to reach the full status of being persons. Responsible beings who do not run away from life. Paul Tournier. Almost no one is foolish enough to imagine that he automatically deserves great success in any field of activity. Yet almost everyone believes that he automatically deserves success in marriage. Sidney J. Harris. Love is but the discovery of ourselves in others, and the delight in the recognition. Alexander Smith. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Meg Ryan as Sally Albright in When Harry Met Sally. Love at first sight is easy to understand. It's when two people have been looking at each other for a lifetime that it becomes a miracle. Sam Levinson. To find someone who will love you for no reason, and to shower that person with reasons. That is the ultimate happiness. Robert Brault. After a while, you just want to be with the one that makes you laugh. Chris Noth as Mr. Big. Sex and the City. Being someone's first love may be great, but to be their last is beyond perfect. Anonymous. The greatest marriages are built on teamwork, a mutual respect, a healthy dose of admiration, and a never-ending portion of love and grace. Fawn Weaver. Love doesn't make the world go round, love is what makes the ride worthwhile. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Louis de Bernays. There are 100 paths through the world that are easier than loving. But who wants easier? Mary Oliver. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. Roy Croft. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. Bruce Lee. Marriage is a mosaic you build with your spouse. Millions of tiny moments that create your love story. Jennifer Smith. I have someone who I can talk to about anything and someone who I care more about than I've cared about anybody. George Clooney. Marriage, ultimately, is the practice of becoming passionate friends. Harville Hendrix. Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. It isn't something you get. It's something you do. It's the way you love your partner every day. Barbara de Angelis. Happy marriages begin when we marry the ones we love. And they blossom when we love the ones we married. Tim Mullen. Marriage is the highest state of friendship. If happy, it lessens our cares by dividing them, at the same time that it doubles our pleasures by mutual participation. Samuel Richardson. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. Henny Youngman. Happiness is only real when shared. John Krakauer. Into the Wild. I married for love, but the obvious side benefit of having someone around to find my glasses cannot be ignored. Cameron Esposito. But once you've actually been in love, you can't live with will do. It's worse than living with yourself. Andrew Sean Greer. Less. People say, geez, it must be hard to stay married in show business. I think it's hard to stay married anywhere. But if you marry the right person, it might work out. We give each other a natural sense of support for whatever the other wants to pursue. Our marriage doesn't require vast work. Tom Hanks. We support each other in everything we do. We want the other one to strive. It makes you happy when the other one strives. And you know what? We don't have a very strong social life because we really like to spend time together. So, we do spend a lot of quality time together. Salma Hayek. We're friends. 2. We love each other. But we actually like each other, and that's an important distinction there. Love is passion and all of that stuff. But actually liking somebody and enjoying someone's company is something slightly different. And it lasts longer. So you can have both. And I think that's important. Be married to your best friend. Sting. He does tell me every single day of my life I'm beautiful. And I do know a lot of women live without that. And it does matter. Someone just telling you that. Mary Steenburgen. Something my dad says. He says you end up marrying the one you don't understand. Then you spend the rest of your life trying. Frederick Backman. Anxious people. You don't stop loving a person when they're hurt. You get stronger so they can lean on you. Kristen Hanna. The Great Alone. One of the things that really allows us to get through these moments that are obviously very stressful, we're talking about the future of the free world. It's important to be able to laugh at yourself and each other. We do a healthy amount of both of that. We don't take ourselves too seriously in the context of our relationship. You can't. You just have to flow and know what's really important. Kamala Harris. The secret is that you just take care of each other and admire each other and support each other, and you get that back. If Jeffrey and I disagree on something, he always agrees with me. Ina Garten. I felt that I had met someone who I would absolutely, trade my life for. I met someone who her life meant more to me than my life. George Clooney. A good marriage is a contest of generosity. Diane Sawyer. When I feel the support that I have from him, I feel invincible. There's someone behind you on your good days and someone in front of you on your bad days. Emily Blunt.